Hello, Jase here. One of my students just created $2,000 last month as a second income, selling simple books on Amazon. He's self-publishing them. In this video, I'm going to show you how he's doing it as a second income. So you can jump on board and grab some money as well. Okay, let's get started. This is Florian. Just emailed me recently because I thought he was going to pass 2,000 this month. He's already passed 2,000 last month, 2,200, and second income. He's got a full-time job. I believe he's got another business as well. He's self-publishing like separate. And this is what I love about self-publishing. If you don't know what self-publishing is about, just think of it like this. You create a book using AI, provided that book is in the right niche, is speaking to the right customer, and it's good enough to buy, that's a skill, then once it sells, Amazon take care of everything. This is why it's so attractive for busy people, busy with full-time jobs and busy family lives. It's something you could just set it up and forget about it, and it provides you an income like it's doing for Florian. Okay, I've got a link to my program below if you just want to jump straight in and publish your first book today. Okay, so what is Florian doing? Now, I call this the profit loop. This is what you need to know in order to make money if you're deciding to do this. All right, the first thing, and I teach this to every single one of my students now, I've got over 1,000 now, is to just publish. That's why my program below is literally the sole focus of that is to take someone that's never published a book before and to publish today in hours. It's so important that you just publish. Now, the reason I say this, just hear me out. Like I said, I've got a lot of students, and the ones that are doing well are the guys that just publish. They're not too fussed about how good the book is. The students and clients that I work with that struggle the most are typically authors. Now, why do they struggle? It's because they care so much about the book. They care so much about the book that they have trouble changing a book idea or moving the book idea or moving to where there's money. So this is a great book idea. This is a well-written book that no one cares about. These books here, simple books, activity books, facts books, books that are very easy to do, giftable books. Everyone's buying these books. The authors are too busy, they're too focused, they're too kind of set in their ways to be able to switch like this. That's why Florian's doing so well. He didn't start with any of this. He came to me and said, look, I want to make money. So if you want to make money, I'll say, go where the money is, make books there. Doesn't matter how good that book is inside. If it's a giftable book, it's decent. If it's a giftable book to the right customer, it's going to make money. All right, and that's what he's doing. So just publish. That's the first thing. Okay, so you get out of the mindset of worrying too much about a book. You're not the next J.K. Rowling. All right, it's very risky to be an author. If you want to be an author, by all means do it, but it's very risky to make money. If you want to make money, then just publish a book. Okay, next thing is to do it consistently. Publish consistently. One book is fine, okay, to get things going. But in order to learn how to sell a book, you need to publish consistently. Because when you publish consistently, you learn about the customer, and that's ultimately who has the money. Just say you pick a customer, senior women that have just retired, and you just publish one book to senior women that have just retired, and there's a chance it won't sell, especially if you're new to this. Most people that do this think there's something wrong with them, think there's something wrong with the book. It's none of those really. They just don't understand the customer enough yet. Because if you think about this logically, are people buying those books for that customer on Amazon? Just say senior women. Yes, there's people selling loads of books to that customer. If you publish a book and it doesn't sell, what does that tell you? It doesn't tell you that there's no money there. It doesn't tell you that the customer's not buying books. It just tells you that you just don't understand that customer well enough to make sales. And it's not a big deal. That's what I mean. Don't treat it as the people that get hung up about publishing and not making sales. It's not a big deal. Just who cares? Just publish another book. One book takes like 4 to 5 hours to create. That's what my program teaches below, by the way. So like in the next 4 to 5 hours, you'd have a book published. And then you just keep repeating it. And that's what Florian's doing. You just keeps repeating. It just keeps publishing. And if you keep to the same niche, you get better and better. And then the last thing you do, is improve the book. See, most people that do this, they start here. They start creating a book. And then they keep changing it to try and make it the best book ever. Like, don't do that. Just publish the damn thing. Publish first. Then keep publishing. Then when you're publishing and you keep publishing, then start making small improvements as you go. Now this makes improving through a state of action is way more effective than just sitting there and trying to improve a book and then publish it. Because, and this is why most people fail at this, and I'm seeing this so often. Just imagine this. This is you starting on this journey. You've just started now. You just beginning, right? And you take this long to even publish a book, and this could be weeks, right? And weeks is not an exaggeration. Some authors spend months, right? Spend weeks, okay? And then it doesn't sell. So in your mind, what's happened? You've just spent weeks of your life, your busy, precious time that you haven't got much of anyway, to publish a book that made you no money. So in your head, and this happens to most self-publishers, it's a waste of time. Whereas if this was hours, like literally right now, you grab my program, followed it, published the book in like 4 hours, maybe even less if you work quick, and then that doesn't sell, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, is it? And then if you were to repeat that a few times a week, would the 10th book, or say the 5th book, be better than the first one? Of course it would. Would the 5th book have more chance of selling than the first one? Of course it would. So you just keep consistently like that, right? But most people quit by the time they've done one, whereas someone like Florian is just constantly doing this, and what do you know? By the 5th book, it's making sales, and that's how we got to $2,000 profit. And it doesn't take much time. It's like 5 hours. I don't know. I think the reason I'm talking like this, sorry if I sound a bit like a douchebag, because I've had a few emails recently of like students, guys that, to be honest, they're not following my program. I basically say what I just told you there. Publish the damn book quick in where there's money, and then keep publishing. They go off and do something else, takes them weeks to do a book, days to take a book, and then they come back to me and say it's not working. It's because they're not following the fucking program. But anyway, let's just wrap this up now. Oh, I love these live videos. I could just rant. This is more like a vlog for me. I only get about 50 views anyway. So if you're watching this, thanks for watching, putting up with me just chatting shit. Right. And then once you improve, you just keep publishing. So like I said, your 5th book will be better than your first. Keep the variables. Pro tip before I go. Minimize the variables. So if you found a customer that's got a lot of money, just stay there. So all you're doing is publishing a book to the same customer. By the 5th book, you'll understand that customer better than your first book. The chances are you're going to make sales with the 5th book because it's all for that one customer. You're learning, okay? All you do is focus on that customer, see what books are selling for them, why those books are selling, and just kind of copy the why those books are selling. Don't just copy books outright, okay? And yeah, if you want to start today, publish your first book in like 4 to 5 hours. Leave a link to my program below. It's for complete beginners. It doesn't matter what experience you got. It will show you everything from getting a KDP account to creating your. It will give you a good niche and all the. You use my GPT to create the book and publish it today as well. And you can set up ads as well. I've got an ads guide there if you want it as well. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.